Welcome back. For lakhs and lakhs of Indians, America is the land of dreams, of endless possibilities, of bright career prospects and brilliant academic opportunities. It's just that time of the year when millions of Indian students take a flight to what they hope is a better future. After all, Indians are at the helm of some of the biggest tech companies in the United States of America. Now, let's face the shocking reality. Listen to what happened to 23-year-old Jaahnavi Kandula. The Indian master's student was mowed down by a speeding police cruiser as she was crossing a road in Seattle last January. It now emerges today that the policemen who killed her had laughed and joked about her death, saying her life has limited value. Can you imagine that? Cops first kill you, okay, by accident, and then they laugh about it and say, let's just write her a check. After all, she was 26 and her life was of limited value. Almost 8 months since her death, authorities have now released this body cam footage of the moments after the incident. They say they have released this footage in the interest of transparency. There were 2 policemen in the cruiser, Kevin Dave, who was driving it, and Daniel Odira, who was wearing the body cam. Daniel is heard laughing and saying Jhanvi's life had limited value and that the city should just write her a check. $11,000. She was 26 anyway, he says. The Seattle Police Commission has called the exchange heartbreaking and shockingly insensitive. A police watchdog agency in Seattle has launched an investigation over those comments. Some reports say that Daniel later tried to defend himself, claiming that he had laughed at the ridiculousness of how these incidents are litigated. He said, I intended the comment as a mockery of lawyers.
Joking about how much her life might be worth, even if he was mocking an attorney, is just really heartbreaking and shocking to hear.
They said Jhanvi's life had limited value. Would they have said that if their own daughters had met with Jhanvi's fate? Jaahnavi Kandula was only 23 years old. She was a master's student at the Northeastern University's Seattle campus and was on track to receive a master's degree in information systems this December. She belonged to Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. She had moved to the US in 2021. She was crossing the road when a speeding police vehicle hit her. Turns out that the Seattle cop, Kevin Dave, was driving at 74 miles per hour. That is roughly 119 kilometers an hour. 119 kilometers an hour, ladies and gentlemen, on the way to report an overdose call. The speed limit in which he was driving at 119 kilometers an hour was actually 40 kilometers an hour. Jhanvi was using the crosswalk, or what we call zebra crossing in India. The severity of the collision threw her more than 100 feet. It also turns out that the speeding policeman's driving license had been suspended in 2018 for flouting traffic norms, and yet he was behind the wheel. The circumstances surrounding her death are troubling, and newly released police body cam footage has only added to the controversy. After Jhanvi's death, her uncle Ashok told the Seattle Times, and I quote, "The family has nothing to say, except I wonder if these men's daughters or granddaughters have value. A life is a life." The emergence of this police video that you're about to see, mocking Jhanvi, has sent shockwaves through Seattle and especially the Indian community, raising serious questions about the conduct of the police. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen, at that video that has now gone viral.
I think she went up on the hood, hit the windshield, then when he hit the brakes, flew off the car. But she is dead. It does not seem like there's a criminal investigation going on. No, it's a regular person. Yeah, just write a check. Just, yeah, $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
Aman Gandhi, who is joining us from the Virginia Commonwealth University. He's a student there. Thank you very much, Aman, for joining us. Can I ask you how you feel about the video that has come out and our viewers have just seen? I mean, this is not just callous or insensitive. This is almost evil, that you end up killing a young student and then you say her life had no value.
Yeah, I mean, I woke up a couple hours ago and I saw multiple posts about it. A lot of my friends sent me posts about it, and I would like to say, yeah, I just honestly just felt disgusted and concerned because obviously I have a lot of appreciation for the police officers here, but you know, this type of stuff is continuously happening here. I have a lot of friends from India that have come here to study, and I can just I can't imagine what would happen if that would happen to them and their families. So the fact that he said limited value is even more concerning because that just shows that what people have to endure when they come from India to study here, and they make America better in a way, and to know that um, the people that are supposed to be fighting for our justice, be there to help us, are laughing and saying limited value and offering money to account for what they do is absolutely absurd.
Aman, can I quickly ask you this? As an Indian studying in America, do you think this is the response, this would have been the response of a cop in Seattle if Jhanvi had been white? And I ask you this question in the backdrop of how cops across the United States of America are known to treat people of color.
Look, I mean, how I see it's kind of situational. It's not really about white, black, you know, for me in my eyes, but I just see it as a human being perspective, right? Um, she's not being treated as a human being by the cop, more than her color, and that's what concerns me the most because if they don't have value as a human being, then what else can we offer?
Okay, Aman, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us from the United States of America. Thank you very much.